All right, whether we're using fresh fruit, frozen fruit, canned fruit, whatever kind of fruit you want, no need to preserve. Get it into your pot and then add some liquid. You can use water if you want. I prefer to use a fruit juice of some sort, as it will make a better reduction. So you just want to add enough for it to simmer slowly, and we'll bring it up to a slow simmer. Just make sure you stir every now and then. We don't want anything sticking to the bottom. Anything with seeds, you could potentially want to use a strainer of some sort to mill out the seeds. If not, no biggie. We can just use our immersion blender and turn this into a nice paste, which we'll do next. All right, it's at this point. Everything's nice and soft. If you want to add sugar or honey, or you want some pectin in there because the fruits you're doing don't have much pectin, or corn syrup, whatever, now's a good time at the end. Put that in there and let it mix in with the heat, and then we'll start to ladle it into our processor. If you're going to want to remove seeds in this case, or depends on how you're processing your fruits in the beginning. If it's something where you left the skin on your apples, or mangoes, the fibers in there, or sweet potatoes, anything that you want to get fibrous material out of, we're going to have to run it through the mill once. So we'll go ahead and mill all this down, and we'll get the seeds out, and then we will go back and do a puree with a immersion blender. All right, at this point you can start your oven. We're going to do about 300 to 250 to 350. I prefer a low and slow. In fact, I do about 200 degrees if you have the time. All right, so we have gone through the food mill twice. Put it down in through here and then back through here, and it just is a mill that you spin and it pushes down through. Now, you can be done here and you can just start putting it in the oven on your silicone baking mat, and letting this slowly let the heat evaporate off, and you'll be left with just the solids, which, by the way, we took the solids that came out of the food mill, and it's just a bunch of skins and pectin and seeds, and I'm gonna throw those outside and see if the seeds grow. But just in case you are OCD or just don't like the seeds, from here you can run it through a chinois, which is really just a very fine, very fine metal strainer. So from here we're gonna put all this in here, run it down through, and we're going to have just a very fine fruit and vegetable if you want, but this is just going to make what we call leather or fruit roll-up, or however you think of it. But you're going to have delicious fruit that is it's good. It'll last a long time, so it's a preservation method as well as delicious. Okay, so that is just going to give us a very fine, no seeded fruit ready to go. Okay, all right, so as we're running this through here, we're starting to get some down in the bottom, and what I'm going to do is, while I'm pushing this stuff through here, I'm going to go ahead and get some in the oven. All right, got the oven heating up here. I like to run mine at like 200 degrees, like I had said previously. I'm gonna get this stuff evened out, Okay, and I'm gonna get this in the oven, 200, slow and low. Okay, and we'll get the rest of this through here. We'll have a few batches worth to do. Okay, I just put mine right on a stone, like for pizza, and I put the baking mat underneath, and then I put the silicone mat with edges above that, and just for perfection I'll jiggle this out until it doesn't have lines in it, and then we'll put it down here in the oven. Okay, I'll leave it open just a crack so that the moisture can come out. Enjoy. All right, so here it is, the fruit leather. After we got the seeds and everything out, it went to this stage, and then from there down onto here, and then I just took this and peeled a bit of it up. So middle still needs to be done a little bit, but our edges were ready to rock and roll. And yeah, it's delicious. Enjoy.